6:30 a.m. We're just leaving the Mizpah hut, Mizpah hut, and we did work for stay, as we mentioned. So we're heading towards, I think, Mount Pierce, the first thing we climb, and then Eisenhower, and then we'll be going out towards Mount Washington. So we'll be checking in, but this is what we're doing right now, climbing out of Mizpah hut. All right, we'll check in later. It's probably in the 50s. Feels pretty good out here. All right.
All right. We made it to the top of Mount Pierce. Was not a bad climb at all. And looming in front of us, you can't see because of the clouds, is Mount Washington. Back there.
7:15.
It's 7:15. And we've got about 3.5 miles to go to get to Lakes of the Clouds hut. And then we'll start our climb up Washington after that.
4291.
Okay, 4291 is the elevation. All right. It's very hazy this morning. Well, it's early. And we got smoke stuff and just haze. All right. We'll see you down the trail. Mount Washington. And we came over both of those little humps right there already. Correction, we just checked. That's not Washington, that's Eisenhower. We don't go to the top of that, but we're gonna go kind of up on it a little bit.
Around the side of it.
Around the side of it. So, Washington's on the other side. All right, let's go find it.
All right, we're getting closer to Eisenhower now. And we've been coming across, it's probably hard to see it all these behind us in the fog kind of stuff this morning. It's really just sort of blowing through here. It doesn't feel like a rainy day. It's a pretty clear sky actually. So I think we're in good shape, but we're gonna be going up and around this here in just a second, so we won't be going over the top of Eisenhower. All right, here we go.
There's the top of Eisenhower. Right there, there's a trail that goes up there, but the AT is a side trail because the AT doesn't go over it. We're just going over this little part of it. Thank goodness. Sun's starting to move some of these clouds. Now I see Mount Washington. There's Mount Washington. There it is. I think we're gonna have a nice day. Clouds are burning off, going away. I don't know if you, yeah, the towers. All right, let's do this.
All right, looking back at a great view of Eisenhower. It's beautiful out here. So here's where we're heading, up this way and over the, you can see some hikers way up there, possibly moving along the top there. That's where we're going. All right, we've been going about almost 2 hours, and we're still making our way. You can see Mount Washington with all the towers, and we're cutting across this open ridge line. I'm glad it's good weather today. This wouldn't be a place to be in a storm or high wind.
It's 2.8 top of Mount Washington.
All right, 2.8 more miles up there to the top. So we're gonna keep making our way. It's beautiful out here, guys. It's a pretty amazing place to hike. Very strenuous, but beautiful. Plenty of views. So, all right, we're gonna keep moving until we find a place to stop and take a break. All right, we're still making progress. We got pretty views here. Thought I'd show you what we're hiking through. I think once we get over this next knoll, we should be able to see down into the Lakes of the Clouds hut. So looks like we're going to skirt around this this rocky mountaintop here. So maybe Monroe. I'm not sure which mountain this is. So it looks like we're going around the right side. All right, we'll keep you posted.
Coming up on Lakes of the Cloud hut. You can kind of see it right there. Let's see if I can stop. We're gonna stop there, take a bathroom break, fill up our water, and then we head up Mount Washington. I think it's 1.4 miles up from the hut. And I didn't mention, we hadn't really, I don't know that Flo talked about it, but we did work for Stay at Mizpah hut last night. Probably won't do one of those again. It was fine. It would have been great if, there was bad weather, we'd do it again. But we had to hang around till 8, and then we ate cold leftovers, which was fine. It was good. And then we slept on the cafeteria floor. They told everybody to leave the cafeteria, and this family didn't. They stayed down there playing a board game. They were up till like 11:30, and we were in the floor trying to sleep. So it was not a good thing. We didn't understand why the crew didn't come run them off, because the crew told everybody they had to leave the cafeteria at 9 and they could go to the library, but they didn't. They stayed. And so, yeah, it was kind of annoying, but we didn't get, once we got to sleep, we got a good night's sleep. And got it this morning, got to have a cup of coffee before we left. Plus it got us out earlier. So All right, let's go check out Lakes of the Clouds. It's the largest hut in the hut system in the Whites. All right, we're just leaving Lakes of the Cloud. Took a little short break and ate some snacks. Brent had some leftover breakfast. So there's the lake. There's a lake.
Must be more than one.
Must be more than one because it's plural lakes.
Clouds. And they're plural too. There's a double plural.
So we're going up there. Washington's in the clouds right now.
Hopefully we'll find out time we get up there.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Mile and a half.
Mile and a half. That's one of the crew from Lakes of the Clouds hiking stuff out. These huts, the crew has to hike things in and out of the huts. All the food, all the trash has to be taken out, everything. So it's pretty crazy. A bunch of young'uns. Got to be young to do that. It's crazy.
Nice little afternoon, and we have made the summit of Mount Washington. There's the cog train, and I guess the sign's up here and people are lined up to get their picture made. So I guess we'll get in line. Anyway, there's clouds around us, but it's clear up here on the top. So anyway, we will show you if there's anything to see from the very tip top. There's the tip top house. All right, we'll check in a bit.
All right, we're on the top of Mount Washington. Wind's not terrible. And it's not cold. What's the temperature? Looks like it's about 68 degrees. Maybe a little cooler. It's up against Brent's body, Blow's body, so it's a little warm. All right. Gotta go down. Here we go. All right, we're coming down Mount Washington. We just crossed over the cog railway track and we're headed, looks like off a cliff.
Into Tuckerman's Ravine.
Tuckerman's Ravine.
Maybe,
I
I'm not
don't
sure
know.
if that's it.
I don't know.
All right, here's our view. Looking down into the ravine here. These big mountains. We're walking between the cog rail line and the ravine drop off. So the trail goes right through here. And we're moving along. I think I can see the trail over there on that, where it goes across and starts climbing up onto that mountain there. So, all right, we'll keep you posted. Looking back on what we've been hiking on, and got trickle down here in the valley coming across. So it's been a rocky deal. There ain't nothing but rocks in here. This is, as you can see, it is a place of rocks. So anyway, we're making our way toward the Madison hut. So we'll see how it continues to go. Hey, Trickle.
Hey.
I've been talking to another hiker, so I've actually been hiking in front of her for a little while, which is not common. So I'm getting to take a video of her climbing now. Alrighty, well, we'll check in later, but this is what it's looking like. Walking along beside Mount Jefferson. We don't go over it. We're walking beside it. Summit's up there. So we're continuing on with the AT. You can look back, you can see Mount Washington back there on the top there. Right over there. So we already came up and over that. And down. And over that, beside that, we didn't go right over the top of that little knob that's in the center of the screen right now, but we went around the side of it and then went down and then back up to here. So anyway, we're still moving. That's a big boy out there. So we'll see what we got. All right, check in a bit. All right, it's about 4:20 and we've taken a blue blaze. We just left the AT right there at that sign. And then we're on a blue blaze that leads over to some camping options. The first one is called the Perch campsite or shelter. So we're heading over that way. It's pretty well beat after all that. So we'll show you what we got when we get there. We got about a mile side trail to do. All right. All right, then we've arrived at the Perch. It's a heck of a day. So we'll show you more in a minute, but we are here. Got some tent platforms. We got some shelter. We got a privy. Whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.